This video is brought to you by NZXT.com. Great technology, selection, and service. Hello everyone, this is Dimitri with Canucks, and if you have been on the edge waiting to see a new release from NZXT, like I have since CES, then you are in luck because today NZXT launched the Noctis H440. Released at $139, they are competing directly with the N2 Lux from Fantex in this price range, and since the frame is identical to the H440 that is $20 cheaper, the Noctis H440 may find itself in a tough spot. But let's see what makes this case so special. Alright, so I had to do that because the N450 reminds me of a Batmobile with its dynamic angular front and top panels, the stealthy matte black paint job covering the entire case and the interior as well, with excellent uniform coating, and the combination of these floating panels and mesh to really give off this armored feel to the case. And knowing NZXT, this is exactly up their valley in terms of structure, although I am confused a little bit as to why not just release this under the Phantom line, as it shares a very similar exterior design language. These floating panels allow for better airflow without sacrificing on the design, as they are spaced out from the mesh, and just to iterate once again, the inside of the case is identical to the H440, so we won't be seeing any surprises, but they have added an underglow soft LED system that is red on the black version and blue on the white, and it looks awesome, especially in the dark. The NZXT text on the power supply shroud is also backlit in red to tie in with this whole color scheme, and the rear I/O area at the motherboard along with PCI slots have blue illumination that I wish was red, that can be turned on and off, along with cycling between enabling the bottom lighting and the NZXT text as well. Up top we have 4 USB ports, audio jacks. Notice there is no reset button. The power button, however, has this red illumination and the same coating as the rest of the exterior, which is awesome to see for the case to truly stay in character. Removing the front panel, we have a proper magnetic dust filter spanning the 3 120mm intake fans. It's nice to see that these are included with dual 140mm fan options available as well to allow users to install radiators up to 360mm. Removing the top panel, we can install triple 120mm fans here or dual 140mm, an identical setup to the front, and because of the added height of the top panel, only the 2 rear fans can be installed above the frame, and it would actually be great for NZXT to modify the curve at the top panel to allow that third fan at the front to fit above the frame as well. The side panel window reveals a lot of the interior, although I kinda wish it was the standard rectangular shape as we found on the H440, but also be careful with it, it scratches easily. Coming to the back, a removable power supply dust filter is included. There are 7 PCI slots and the 140mm fan included for exhaust with flexible mounting strips, so giving you a total of 4 fans inside the N450, so you'd be fine and dandy with default cooling configuration. I love that all the removable pieces have stationary thumb screws that allows convenient reinstallation of both side panels, the power supply bracket at the back with seamless installation from the rear, and each of the 5 metal drive caddies have the thumb screws too, that when installed they're adequately spaced out between each other to allow airflow to enter while being cooled at the same time. Internally, on top of the power supply shroud are 2 extra dedicated SSD brackets that allow you to showcase your fast drives, and cable routing comes with no problem at all, even though the interior is pretty compact and it feels that way because of the built-in drive cage frame. All the cutouts around the motherboard allow for clean cable management, and I do appreciate the extra cutout for micro ATX motherboards, but NZXT, you're charging us $140 for a case, and we would love to see rubber grommets on all the cutouts, please. Of course, considering this price point. Now, I consider cable management inside this frame noob friendly. It's a great setup for cable tie hoops, although not much space is left between the side panel and the rear of the motherboard, but you have all this room in front of the power supply to just stash away all that mess. And right above is a PWM fan hub with 8 ports, and I love how everything can be just controlled directly from the motherboard, and I'd love to see these hubs roll out on as many cases in the future. The noise dampening foam has been removed from the back side panel, as was found on H440, allowing it to close without needing to apply your whole body weight to squish all those cables. I find that a positive. And so to me, the Noctis 450 represents a push for NZXT to really target more of a gaming-centric crowd, with its award-winning frame from the H440 and the ability to charge that premium based on the new exterior panels and lighting that I so wish was RGB for proper build customization. But I honestly think that the price point should have been in line with the H440, because unless you see the value in the underglow LED, the H440 is still an outstanding option, giving you an almost identical system potential. So what do you guys think of the Noctis 450? Does the new frame design suit your preference, and would you consider the premium worth it over the H440? Let us know in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe for more similar content, give us a like if you found this review helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.